Since the dawn of time, a single symbol has echoed across the world's most ancient cultures. A tree immense, connecting the heavens, the earth, and the underworld. Some called it the map of the soul, others the forbidden secret of the gods. But what is the tree of life, truly? Today you will find out, and perhaps you will never see the world the same way again. Since the beginning of time, humanity has looked to the skies in search of answers. But perhaps the answer was always beneath our feet, growing silently toward eternity. The tree of life, a symbol found in civilizations separated by oceans and centuries. It is not just a mythical plant, it is a living metaphor, a spiritual map, a portal between dimensions. In Norse legends, it is called Yggdrasil, a colossal tree that connects the 9 realms. Its roots reach into the deepest shadows of existence. Its branches support the heavens, where the gods dwell. Among its leaves, wisdom flies. In the heart of Jewish Kabbalah, it is known as Etz Chaim, the spiritual tree of life, mapping the soul's journey back to the Creator. A diagram of light and energy, with 10 sacred spheres connected by hidden paths. The ancient Egyptians revered it as a symbol of rebirth. They believed that the soul of Osiris rested within its branches, the god who dies and returns, like the eternal cycle of nature. In indigenous cultures, the tree is the center of the world, an axis connecting the sky, the earth, and the underworld, a place where the shaman travels between realities to seek healing and guidance. But the question remains, how could such a specific symbol appear in so many different cultures, with no contact between them? Could it be mere coincidence, or is it a universal truth, imprinted deep within the human soul? Perhaps within each of us, there is a memory of a tree, one that not only bears fruit, but reveals who we are. A tree that does not grow from soil, but from consciousness. The tree of life is more than a symbol. It is an invitation. Long before modern religions, long before writing was even born, ancient peoples revered trees as portals to the divine. They saw them not just as sources of fruit or shade, but as bridges between the worlds, between the heavens, the earth, and the spirit realm. In ancient Egypt, there was a sacred tree associated with Isis, a divine symbol depicted in scrolls and temples, upon which rested the names of all the gods. It was believed that within its branches, the soul of Osiris was reborn, the god of death and resurrection, cycling endlessly like the sun. The Sumerians, among the earliest civilizations to write symbols, carved a mysterious tree flanked by winged beings. A vision echoed centuries later in Judaic and Christian iconography. In the book of Genesis, 2 trees stood at the heart of Eden, the tree of knowledge and the tree of life. One gave awareness, the other immortality. But humanity was cast out, banished from the garden. The path to the tree of life was sealed, guarded by flaming cherubim, sword in hand. Was it a punishment or a lesson? To the mystics it was not exile, but invitation, a message that eternal life was near, but only to those ready to awaken. In Christianity, Christ himself is seen by some as the tree of life, nailed to the wood, yet rising in spirit. In Hinduism, there is the Ashvatha tree, a cosmic tree that grows upside down, its roots in the heavens, its branches spread across the earth. This inversion reveals something profound, that the soul descends from the divine and journeys into the material world. Across continents and centuries, the tree of life appears again and again, as if whispering an ancient truth to all who are ready to remember. A code, a mirror, not of what we are, but of what we are destined to become. In the heart of Jewish mysticism lies a hidden map, a sacred diagram said to hold the secrets of creation, of the soul, and of the divine itself. This map is called Etz Chaim, the tree of life. But this tree is not made of wood or leaves. It is woven from light, from consciousness. Its branches do not grow through time. They unfold through spirit. The tree is composed of 10 spheres of divine energy, known as the Sephirot. Each sphere represents an aspect of God: crown, wisdom, understanding, beauty, strength, compassion, all flowing into one another, forming the pattern of creation. These spheres are connected by 22 hidden paths, symbolizing the journey of the soul through the levels of awareness. In Kabbalah, ascending the tree means returning to the source. It is a journey inward and upward. But the path is not linear. It is symbolic. It is mystical. Each step demands inner transformation. Each level reveals a new layer of truth. The tree is supported by 3 pillars: the pillar of severity, the pillar of mercy, and the central pillar of balance. Many mystics saw the tree mirrored in the human form: the crown at the top, divine thought; the kingdom at the feet, physical reality. Between them, the full range of emotion, intuition, strength, and will. The 16th century Kabbalist Isaac Luria taught that each soul climbs this tree over lifetimes, rising sphere by sphere through trials and revelations, until it is reunited with the infinite light. So the tree of life is not just a diagram. It is a mirror, not of who we are now, but of who we are meant to become. What if the tree of life was not something outside of you, but something within you? Many spiritual traditions, ancient and modern, suggest exactly that the tree is not just a sacred image, but a reflection of the inner universe. Its roots, our instincts; its trunk, our life path; its branches, our thoughts and aspirations; its fruit, the virtues we cultivate. Some esoteric teachings go further. They claim that the human body is the tree itself: the feet, rooted in the earth; the spine, the central trunk where life force flows; the arms, the branches that reach out to the world; and the crown of the head, the gateway to the divine. The parallels with chakras are striking, just like the 10 sephirot of the Kabbalistic tree. The chakras align vertically, each with its own energy, color, and meaning: root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown. An inverted tree, growing from the base of the spine upward, toward the light of awareness. Others see the tree of life in the structure of DNA itself: twisting strands, interwoven pathways, duality, mirrored and balanced, as if the very code of creation carries the echo of the tree. In spiritual alchemy, the tree represents the great work, the inner transformation from lead to gold, from ignorance to wisdom, from fragmentation to union. Climbing the tree is no longer a metaphor. It is a practice, a path, a state of being. The tree of life becomes not something we study, but something we live, a reminder that growth is not about reaching outward, but about expanding inward, into the vast sacred forest of our own consciousness. In a world that moves too fast, where disconnection is the norm, where we forget to feel, to listen, to simply be, the tree of life appears once more, not as a relic from the past, but as a reminder that there is a center, that we are not rootless, that within us lives a sacred tree, waiting to grow. The tree teaches us to slow down, to root ourselves in the earth, while reaching for the stars, to stretch, to breathe, to grow, even in darkness. It reminds us of the cycle of all things, life, death, rebirth, that what withers can bloom again, that endings are never final. The tree says, you are the seed, and everything you need is already inside you. But growth takes courage. It takes silence, stillness, and the willingness to walk away from the noise. It is a return to the origin, to that sacred place inside, where truth is not taught, but remembered, because the wisdom you seek has always been there. The tree of life is not just a symbol of the ancients. It is the path of the seeker, the one who refuses to live asleep, the one who senses there is more, much more. And if you've come this far, maybe the tree is calling you too. So the question remains, are you ready to let it grow?